Stavola meg, mindek uge, osse kisiosa homolibon. Oringo mosto, lalan filen, kegdo bes elegnatio.
Made it inside. Huh. Don't know what you're doing in our compound. But since you're here, let's see what you're made of. Gewehrt. Hey, I was almost up to Mando standards. Done pretty well for yourselves. But you're in the arena now. Meet Joss and Volk. Husband and wife, tough as Durasteel, undefeated, and still eager to prove themselves.
I will destroy you!
To hand it to you. That was something. Think it's time we met.
They call Torch.
Shay Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revanites and the Nova Blades. One Mandalorian to another. Think you could help me out?
What? You think I didn't recognize Mandalore's favorite champion? I might be off the grid these days, but I'm not thick. Tell you what. Instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done. Son of a... Okay, so I'm a little rustier than I'd like to admit. But just a little. Felt good to be in a real scrap for once.
I'm impressed.
Flattery, huh? Oh, what the hell, I'll take it. So, you know the Blades went and partnered up with the Revanites. Means you probably know they're up to no good. We helped out the Blades to have a good relationship with Raiders Cove. We didn't sign up for the Revanites in their all-out war, so we bailed.
Can I count on you and your clan to end the Revanite threat?
No, you cannot. We're not for hire. We're not Imperial lackeys. And we're not getting involved. Give me a single target that's worth my going toe-to-toe with. That's fine. But the Revanites and their fleet of warships? Pass.
Where are these ships?
Couldn't tell you. I wouldn't mind it a bit if you chased the Revanites out of Rishi. Off the radar is just how we like it here. Retur Shemi Mando. It was an honor to spar with you. Jesus Mando Ade! Who's up for a Skarkla hunt?
I understand your frustration, Jakaro, but there's only so much of your bluster I'm prepared to take.
What's going on?
Theron's been captured by the Revanites. Data from the Nova Blade hinted at the location of a Revanite safe house in Raiders Cove, We looked into it and were ambushed.
Revan knew we were here.
It looks that way. It's possible he may have sensed our presence. I couldn't say for sure. Whatever the case, I stand by my decision to not impede in Theron's abduction. And I know Theron would too. Now he's in a position to do what he does.
Theron should never have fallen into enemy hands. We can't let it stand.
I wouldn't dream of leaving him with the Revanites. After all, we need to know what he's learnt whilst in captivity. Hopefully you fared better with the Mandalorians.
Revan has a fleet of warships on standby.
Of course. From examining the Nova Blade's data, it looks as though they've been routing Imperial and Republic fleets here to Rishi.
So the Empire and Republic are drawn into a full-scale battle, and whoever's left standing, the Revanites pick off.
And we still don't know who we can trust. We need to interfere with the Revanites' plans, if not stop them outright.
Yes, it's true. I was able to pinpoint several communications originating from another island. I'm told there's a Rishi village on the outskirts. I can't imagine they would resent our presence there.
All right, let's not waste any more time. We'll set up shop there, and I'll see if Revan prefers carbonite or cinders.
Very well, Hunter. We have to assume Revan's expecting a resistance force now. You should expect to find patrols along the way.
You're new.
Are you in charge here?
We don't really operate that way, but I can act as that sort of figure if you require it of me. How might I help?
My allies and I would like to stay here.
Do what you like. No Rishi will have an issue with your presence.
I suppose now that we've left Raiders Cove, you're going to start complaining about them instead of the pirates.
You cleared the path well, and made a friend.
I am called a Renkau.
The other inhabitants on this island, are you in contact with them? Do you know what they're up to?
If an individual Rishi chooses to get involved with others, that's that Rishi's choice. Otherwise, we tend to see no reason to inquire. These other inhabitants, they have also kept to themselves. Strangely, their encampment appears to be segregated. One group looks like her, the other is less intense.
Imperial and Republic traders working side by side, but still wary of one another.
This may provide an opportunity, either to extract atonement for their deception or to employ a little deception of our own.
It's an opportunity to thin the ranks, is what it is.
Your zeal for making heads roll never ceases to surprise me, D4. But don't worry yourself, it may yet come to that.
I'll take a closer look at these Revanite camps.
And we'll attempt to establish a better grasp of their activities.
I hope we can establish where Agent Shan is being held.
As do I.
We Rishi would be grateful for your help around the village. If you choose to provide it, of course. Savor your travels.
Be patient, Sergeant, but be ready. As soon as we have word from Revan, our work begins.
Lord Ivris, sir. It's...
You? I would have heard if there was a bounty out on anyone here. That could only mean we're found out. I suppose Darth Mar sent you to fight his battle for him. Seems his usual way. No, better still. You learned about us and thought Mar could be in on it. You're here on your own. We have the upper hand.
When the Empire and the Republic come after you, do you really think it will end with the Revanites on top?
I fight for that in which I believe. Should I perish in service to Revan's goals, so be it.
You used to fight for something else you believed in. At least with the Empire, you stood a chance of having your efforts matter.
She makes an excellent point, my lord.
It does seem we've been less than a step ahead for some time now. Our position at our heels and in the shadows. You'll get no further resistance from me. I can't vouch for every last Imperial Revanite, of course, but I can speak for those present.
Smart thinking, Sith.
I'm going to send out a team to look into your claims about the Republic Revanites. Could be you're onto something.
There've been reports of skirmishes in the area. I want you to stay alert for anything out of the ordinary.
Such as?
5 stars. Be ready to fire on my mark.
No, not on your mark. On mine.
You've got Ivris's people. You've turned him against the cause. Whatever you think you've accomplished, you won't stop Revan, I promise you.
Laying waste to the Empire and Republic? What does Revan hope to accomplish?
Revan wants to reshape the galaxy, to save it. That comes at a cost most find too high to pay. Not me. I'll tell you this much. They took your collaborator to a stronghold in a valley on this very island. I hope you chase after him. You won't survive. That's all. I don't have the details of Revan's plan. Even if I did, I'd never tell you.
Hit the trail, Captain. Don't care where you go, but you ain't staying here.
Okay. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Lana, Theron's being held in a valley stronghold. Could be Revan is there as well.
I'll have D4 see what the Rishi know about it. We'll work out a plan of attack once you've returned. I've never met a people quite like the Rishi. Pragmatic, accommodating, reasonable. If it wasn't for the climate, I'd consider staying.
I haven't had any problems with them. So far.
Always be at least a little guarded. Not the worst way to live, considering all the betrayal on display. As I mentioned earlier, I did acquire some information worth noting. Rishi observations surrounding the Revanite stronghold fit what we know. They're holding powerful warships on standby, and they're well protected.
Revan actually intends to take on the Imperial and Republic fleets all at once?
It's audacious, to be sure. We've been unable to reach the Imperial fleet nearing Rishi, but I can confirm from the Novablade's data logs that Darth Mar's flagship is among them.
Get to work on a solution for our connection issues. He needs to know what's coming.
I'm working to remap the interference patterns into a code that protocol droids on approaching ships should be able to decipher, if they're any good.
Press on. Stall their ships if you can, and we'll do what we can from here to reach the fleet and lend support as needed.
I'm no pushover, but you aren't joking. We do hope Agent Shan is recovered.
Yes, preferably alive. Now go show the Revanites, and, fate willing, Revan himself, why you are not to be trifled with. I'm starting to get the hang of slicing. Theron's influence, I suppose. Give me 1 second. There. A holo record of Theron under interrogation. Coordinates are coming your way.
And Revan?
No indication he's there, but no indication he isn't either. I wouldn't let my guard down.
Revan.
I should have known the Empire would send one of its lapdogs to try and find me. You should never have bothered.
What have you done with Theron?
Theron Shan's fate doesn't matter. Neither does yours. I'm changing the fate of the galaxy itself.
All I see is you trying to destroy everything.
I'm not waging some war with the Empire and Republic. I'm saving countless lives, and you keep getting in the way. The only upside in your being here, really, is that you get to bear witness. My plan's too far along for you to stop it now.
Don't listen to him. It's not over yet.
Theron, there you are.
Figured I had a lot to tell you, so I broke out. Guess I could have saved myself the trouble. Don't know how much Lana or Revan told you.
but he's lured the Imperial and Republic command fleets to Rishi.
Revan wants to draw them into a fight. Try to take out the leadership.
It'll barely be a fight. Revanites embedded on both sides are gonna sabotage shields, weapons, you name it. And we can't warn them. Revan had the Nova Blades build him a signal jammer. No communications at all up in Rishi space. It'll be a bloodbath.
Have to hand it to you, Revan. You do know how to strategize.
Too bad you won't be around to see the results for yourself.
This place is coming down. Soon.
You could have joined me, Theron. Understandably, you're as tenacious as I ever was. Goodbye.
Hello? Are you there?
Lana, what just happened?
I appear to have sliced through 4 layers of encryption to remotely deactivate the power core.
Just in the nick of time. Don't know if I could have managed that even.
Theron, good to know you're alive. I heard everything. About the jammer, all of it. We need to regroup for an immediate attack. Whatever happens, be proud of what we've accomplished up to now. See you soon.
All right, take it easy. I'm not exactly 100%, and you're not exactly gentle.
Oh, good! The team's back together again. All thanks to you for saving Theron, of course.
He was practically out the door all on his own.
Theron, you have the intelligence on this signal jammer. You start.
Right. The intelligence I gathered in the company of several interrogation probes while being held against my will. Jammer's on a nearby island. You've probably seen it. Can't be sliced remotely. Lots of Revanite zealots protecting it. The usual hopeless nightmare, basically.
Let them try to stop me.
Time's running short. You know what to do. It's what you always do. Triumph.
The jammer's in sight.
Perfect. And I just hit the jackpot. An exhaustive list of Revanite traders on both fleets. I'll do what I can to guide you through, but that signal jammer might cause some hiccups. Okay, you're in. There's a force field between you and that jammer. You'll have to gather a set of security codes to pass through. Signal's going to start breaking up soon. Talk to you when you get that jammer shut down.
Matrix. Systems critical.
Nice, I'm in. Uploading the files.
Come in. Can anyone read me?
I'm here. And you are on Rishi.
Darth Mar, you have traitors in your fleet. Scores of them. Acting under orders from Revan.
Revan is alive?
He wants you to destroy each other up there.
Have the fleet powered down all weapons. Do it now.
Your people should have a list of the traitors.
Finally, an open line.
Grandmaster Sean, it appears we have been set upon each other by your ancestor.
Yes, we were notified by an agent of ours whose planet side. We're taking measures to detain the traitors among us.
As are we. Given the nature of the threat, I suggest we speak in person.
Very well. A neutral location.
There's a pirate town on Rishi. My team will send the coordinates.
That will do. Then we are agreed. A truce. For the time being.
Tell me this means I just doubled my client base.
Not quite, Hunter.
SWTOR Shan, Grand Master of the Jedi Order. Your intervention allowed us to defend ourselves against the Revanite fleet. Many thousands owe their lives to your actions.
And the all-encompassing rot of the Order of Revan has been excised from our fleets. Now we turn to the matter of Revan himself.
My agent here has discovered that Revan's on the fourth moon of Yavin, where he believes the last spark of the Sith Emperor resides.
Revan intends to return the Emperor from the brink of death, so he may finally be destroyed.
You told her about the Emperor? That he isn't dead?
Yes, I did. The Emperor is not the being he once was. He now hungers for the end of life itself. He would consume us all. In resurrecting the Emperor, Revan believes he will succeed where others have failed. But the Emperor will prove far too powerful for Revan or anyone else.
Darth Mar and I will be leading a joint strike force on Yavin 4 to put an end to Revan's plan. I hope you'll join us.
As do I. For the Empire and for the galaxy.
That went surprisingly well, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Empire and Republic can work together without stabbing each other in the back.
It was the right move arranging for your capture. We've succeeded, haven't we?
Unbelievable. Where's the trust, huh? Did it go wander off someplace, or was it never there to start with?
It happened. It's over. It's in the past. Let it go.
Oh yes, it's virtually constant.
Isn't there anything else you wanted first?
Yes. Will that be all?
What good are all the credits I've earned if no one's alive to watch me spend them? We need to stop Revan.
That's certainly one way of looking at it.
Hunter, you almost made me laugh out loud.
Now, wouldn't that be a sight?
Have you ever heard a Tatooine sand person laugh? Terrifying! I love it.
We're ready whenever you are.
To Yavin 4, then. Let's finish this.